What you're looking at here is a group of Nevada liquor bottles. All these are one-of-a-kind, very, very rare bottles. The first bottle to your left, the amber bottle, is A. Fisher from Wells, Nevada. Again, one-of-a-kind, only one known. The second bottle is a milk glass bottle. Well, this is the only one in existence. It's in perfect condition, and it's from Gold Hill, Nevada. The third bottle is a back bar bottle, Cobweb Rye, from the Cobweb Saloon in Goldfield, Nevada. The next bottle is a 1/6 of a gallon whiskey from the Thomas Taylor out of Virginia City. The green seltzer bottle is from Elko, Nevada, very rare. And the clear seltzer is A.B. Stewart, the only one known, from Virginia City, Nevada.
Okay, what we have the camera focused on right now are baggage tags. These are from the various hotels and communities in the early days of Nevada. These were placed on the luggage as was brought in by the people visiting the community and going to the hotels so that their luggage wouldn't get lost. Very obvious. Okay, what we're now focusing on are a number of railroad locks from early Nevada, and several of these are one of a kind. Very collectible, and what's interesting about this particular display is that each one of them has a separate key, and it's a correct key. So they're all made of brass. What we're looking at right now are match safes, or sometimes some people refer to them as vestas. But these were made for the purpose of protecting wooden matches during the late 1800s, early 1900s. For some reason or another, the early saloons in Nevada used these as a means of enticing customers into their establishments. So they're very collectible. What we're focused on now is a group of whiskey items. The interesting point is the silver flask that's on the left. Yes, here's a silver whiskey flask from the town of Girard, Nevada. It's up in Elko County. It was at the intersection of the Central Pacific Railroad and the Eureka Palisade Railroad. And there was some mining activity in the area, and the town just flourished for a very short period of time. But it's dated 1903, so an exceptional piece, and I'm very pleased to have it in the collection. Now on the back side you see the Indian sheep that I was mentioning earlier, so that's what we have. We have firewater. Oh, thanks. What we have now, we're focused up on a group of hotel key tags from early Nevada. Several of them are from very rare locations. In fact, the star that's on the right-hand side there is from the community of Dixie, out in Dixie Valley. If you were to go there today, you wouldn't see anything on the surface, nothing. Oh, thanks. What we're focused on now is a group of paperweights from early Nevada. And as far as I know, I've got the only collection of paperweights, and there is, you can see there are 6 of them there. I happen to know where one more is, and if I'm very fortunate, I'll be able to get that in another few months. But that's to be known at that time. These are out of central Nevada, Goldfield and Tonopah, and also Rhyolite. As you can see, they're all sun-colored purple, so that makes them even that much more desirable. A cursory glance would tell us that these are hotel key tags, but really they aren't. It's surprising as to what purpose they did serve. These are election key tags. In the early days, they had people that perhaps would be willing to stuff the ballot box. So the night after the election, the ballots were put in the box was sealed with a padlock, and these happened to be the tags that attached to the key that unlocked the ballot box. We are now focused upon two business cards. They're made out of aluminum. They're both from Goldfield, Nevada. And these are back in 1905 and 1907. So I was very, very surprised when I obtained these because I had never seen an aluminum business card. Everything I've seen in the way of business cards have always been paper. But here we have two from early companies in Goldfield. Right now we're looking at two corporate stamps from early day Nevada. One of them, the one in the background, is from Millers, Nevada. It's a completely, totally ghost town. There's nobody living there, haven't lived there since the early 1900s. The next one is from a justice of the peace in Lander County, and I have to presume that that was probably Austin, but I don't know that for a fact because it just says on Lander County. All right, now we're focused upon three paper-labeled whiskeys from early Nevada. The one that you see there in the forefront, that's from Wabasca. In fact, no one lives there today, but it's a little community, it's a railroad stop, it's just this side of Yerington. Then we have Connaught's Sherry, that's out of Reno, Nevada. Then what's interesting, there's the one right behind that because it's a whiskey bottle out of San Francisco, embossed as such, but it has a druggist label on it from Carson City's Diamond Druggist. So again, early history creating a lot of interest. In the center, right behind the paper-labeled whiskeys and right also behind the corporate stamps, is something else that's extremely interesting. I've never seen one quite like this. It's an insulator from the original transcontinental telegraph line that crossed the state of Nevada in the mid-1860s. As you can see at the base of the piece of wood that's at the top of that post, there is what we refer to as a ram's horn. That's where the wire, the telegraph wire, was held. And you say, well, that's not insulated. But yet it really is, because on the inside there's a tin casing, and on the inside of that tin casing there's a tar-like substance that creates complete protection from the wire being grounded.